All right, today we're going to be looking at comparing linear functions when we look at them in different forms. So let's look at function a. To be able to write the equation, which I know will be y equals blank x plus blank, I first need to fill in these blanks. So one is going to be my slope and one is going to be my y-intercept. I will start by finding my slope. In a table, I can just see how my table changes. So to get from 5 to 7, I add 2. To get from 1 to 2, I add 1. To make sure this is a constant rate of change, let's make sure this stays the same. 7 to 9, yep. And 2 to 3, yep. So my rate of change is constant. That means this is linear. I go up 2 and right 1. So my slope is 2. In order to find b, I'm now going to look back at my table and choose one of the coordinates. So each of these is a coordinate, right? So 1, 5 is a coordinate, 2, 7 is a coordinate, 3, 9 is a coordinate. So they represent an x and y I can use. I'm just going to use 1, 5. So that means that in this equation I've started to write, and when I see x, instead of writing x, I'll write 1. When I see y, instead of writing y, I'll write 5. So y, I'll write 5, equals 2. Instead of x, I'm writing 1, and then that's plus b, which is what I'm solving for. 5 equals 2 times 1, which is 2, plus b. All I have to do is subtract 2 from each side, and I get that b equals 3. So I've now written that equation. To find the equation from the graph, again, it will still be y equals blank x plus blank, where this is my rise over run, and this is my y-intercept. Really easy just to start at my y-intercept where the line intersects the y-axis, and that happens at 4. And that's going to be one of the exact points that I use, and now I can see where those other ones are, where the line's going directly through the grid. So I can already tell this is a negative slope. I would be falling down this hill, sledding down this hill as I go from left to right. So let's see, I go down 1 and right 2. My rise is 1. My run is 2, so this is negative 1 over 2. Finally, a line with a rate of change, that's my m of 3, and initial value, that's my b, is 2. So y equals 3x plus 2. Now that I have my 3 separate equations, I can start to compare them. So which one has the steepest slope? Which one would be the scariest hill to slide down? We'd be looking at function c because it goes up 3 and right 1. If we think about these other ones, right, 1, 2, 3, these other ones you're only going up 2 and right 1, or even going up 1 and right 2. You can see how those create different slopes. So our steepest one was c. Which function has the greatest y-intercept? So which was the largest y-intercept? Looking at these numbers, I had 3, 4, and 2. So function b had the greatest y-intercept.